Hello students, in this video we'll have a discussion about nested structure. In the previous video we discussed about structure. Now what is nested structure? This is nothing but structure within structure. It means that one structure can be declared inside the another structure as we are declaring structure members inside the structure. This is about nested structure. Next we'll see the syntax to represent the nested structure. Just to see, this is normal structure declaration syntax. Struct structure name, open curly braces, data type 1, variable 1, semicolon, data type 2, variable 2, semicolon, up to it goes on, data type n, variable n, semicolon, close curly braces, semicolon. This denotes that this is end of structure declaration. Likewise, we can declare the nested structure declaration. Struct structure name, open curly braces, data type 1, variable 1, semicolon, data type 2, variable 2, semicolon, struct structure name, variable name, semicolon, data type n, variable n, semicolon, close curly braces, semicolon. This denotes that this is the end of nested structure declaration. Why I am saying this is a nested structure declaration? Since a structure can be declared inside the another structure. This is known as nested structure. Here it acts as a members for this structure. Okay, so this is about nested structure declaration syntax. Suppose you can consider if we want to access a members presented in the structure, then structure variables needs to be declared. That structure variable can be a normal variable or pointer variable. Now we'll have an example program which illustrates the concepts about structure within structure using normal variable and structure within structure using pointer variable. Now this example program explains about how to use structure within structure using normal variable. In all C program, the very first statement must be header files. So here also we included the header files. Next we declared the structure. Struct college, open curly braces. It has two members like college ID, college name. College ID belongs to the integer data type. College name belongs to the character array. Since it is string, okay, so close curly braces, semicolon. This semicolon represents this is the end of the structure declaration. So here college structure can be declared. Then student structure, struct student, open curly braces. It has the members like roll number, student name, as well as nested structure like college. Struct college C, it has again two items like college ID, college name, close curly braces. This is what structure variable for this structure student. Okay, if you want to access this roll number, then the structure variable of this structure with dot operator will be useful to access this member. Okay, because here we use the normal structure variable. This is normal structure variable. So if we are using normal structure variable, then dot operator or dot operator can be otherwise known as period operator or member access operator. With the help of that operator, we can able to access the members presented in that structure. Okay, suppose if we want to access this member, then s dot roll number will be useful. S dot roll number. If you want to access student name, s dot s name. If we want to access CID, then this is nested structure items. So two dot operators will be useful, like s dot c dot cid. Likewise s dot c dot c name. Likewise you can access the nested structure members. Okay, so this is what structure declaration. Okay, college as well as student structure can be declared. Here college can be declared inside the student structure. So this act as a nested structure. Next we started with the main function. So open curly braces. Then we have performed the structure variable initialization. We have assigned 4 values to the corresponding student structure S. Okay, the first belongs to the roll number. The second data belongs to the student name. Third data belongs to the college ID. Fourth data belongs to the college name. Clear screen. Then we are going to display the output on the screen. For that we can use printf statement. Printf structure information. Then we are going to fetch the member as roll number. roll number colon percentage d slash n. So this needs to be displayed on the screen. This value needs to be displayed on the screen. For that we can use s dot roll number. This belongs to s dot roll number. Then this is what s dot s name. Then this will be s dot c dot cid. Likewise you can access s dot c dot c name. So we have written like that. Okay, roll number, name, college id, college name. Then you can use get ch function and then close the main function. So after writing this program, you can compile this program. It displays there is no error. It means that the program can be compiled successfully. Then you can go for the running option. While running, the output will be displayed on the screen like this. So this is what the output structure information. Roll number 19, name Saras, college ID 1919, likewise college name XXXX. So this is what the output for the corresponding program. So next we will discuss the example program which explains about how to use structure within structure using pointer variable. In the previous program we discussed about the normal variable. So whatever we have written, those things needs to be written here also. So while declaring the structure variable, the pointer variable also needs to be declared here. S is a normal variable, asterisk s pointer, it denotes that this is pointer variable. Okay, so next you can start the main function. Next we performed the structure initialization. Okay, normal variable. Then we have declared the pointer variable. So we have to do the pointer initialization. S pointer which is equal to ampersand s. Address of this variable can be placed in pointer variable. Clear screen function. With the help of pointer variable, you are going to access the members presented in the structure. So for that, if you are using pointer variable, then arrow operator will be helpful. If you are using normal variable, then dot operator will be helpful. Likewise, if you are using pointer variable, then arrow operator will be helpful for accessing the members presented in the structure. Just to see structure information, if you want to access roll number using pointer variable, so s pointer arrow roll number, s pointer arrow s name. If you want to access the nested structure member using pointer variable, then s pointer arrow c dot cid. Likewise you can access the college name, s pointer arrow c dot c name. Then close the thing and then you can provide get ch function, close the main function. Now you can compile this program. You'll be getting there is no error. It means that the program has been compiled successfully. After that you can move for the running option. While running the program, the output will be displayed on the screen like this. Structure information, roll number colon 19, name colon Saras, college ID colon 1919, college name colon XXXX. So this is what the output for the corresponding program. So this program illustrates about the usage of the pointer variable in nested structure. Okay. Again I am saying the difference between normal variable and pointer variable. If you are using normal variable, then dot operator will be helpful for accessing the members. If you are using pointer variable, then arrow operator will be helpful for accessing the members presented in the structure. Thank you guys.